wanted to share one of my go-to makeup routines for if I'm going out to like the mall or grocery shopping and I don't want to look like a complete slob, but I also don't want to look like I'm going out clubbing. This is basically just a really simple, fresh-faced and bright-eyed look that's going to help you look a lot more awake, and it's going to help your complexion look really glowy, so it's basically good for everyday wear. So I really hope you guys like this look, and let's get started. So I'm going to start off with my skin, and I'm grabbing the Caudalie Beauty Elixir, and I absolutely love this stuff. I just do a really quick spritz all over my face, and it really helps brighten a dull complexion and makes your skin look really glowy. And then I'm grabbing one of my all-time favorite BB creams. This is the Diorskin Nude BB cream, and I am in the shade number 3, and I just take a couple pumps on my finger, and I dot it all over my face, and I just spread it out, basically like a moisturizer. And I always make sure to bring it down my neck just so everything blends together nicely. Then moving on to concealer, I'm first grabbing the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I am in the shade Custard, and I'm just going to dot that right on my under eye circles, and I'm just using a finger to blend it out because if I'm in a rush or if I'm just doing a really simple look, I honestly don't have time to use a brush or a beauty blender. Give this video a thumbs up and let me know if you guys are the same way so I don't feel as bad about myself being so lazy. And I'm also dotting the concealer in any spots where I need a little bit more coverage. So I'm dotting it around my nose because I want to cover up a little bit of redness I have there. And I'm also going to highlight my forehead and my chin area. And I'm just blending everything out with a finger still. Now this next product is seriously a lifesaver. This is the bareMinerals Multitasking Concealer in the shade Summer Bisque. So I just put a little bit into the cap because it's really pigmented, and I pick it up with a Sigma F35 tapered highlighter brush, and I just pop it right onto my under eye circles. So I've used this product on its own before, and it does a really fantastic job in brightening my under eye circles, but if I layer it on top of another concealer like I'm doing right here, you gotta try it out. Like if you pull an all-nighter one night and the next morning you use this concealing technique, you will look like you got a full 12 hours of sleep. I am not even joking. You guys seriously need to try this product out. Next, I'm using my Benefit Hoola bronzer, and I haven't used this in a hot minute, but I used to love this stuff, and you can tell because I've seriously hit pan on it and I'm pretty sad about it. And so I really like using the brushes that come in these little Benefit box products. I think it's basically a dupe for like the NARS Ida or Ida brush, however you want to pronounce it. So I just pop that into my cheekbones and I blend it out with a Sigma F05 small contour brush. And I'm also going to pop a little bit on the sides of my temples, and I always do this, especially if my hair is up and my bangs are out on my face like this, because I think my forehead's on a little bit on the bigger side, and so doing this technique makes my forehead look a little bit narrower and smaller. And I also like popping this right on my jawbone and a little bit on the sides of my nose because I think that just evens out the coloring on my face. So for my blush, I'm using another Benefit product. This is the Rockateur blush, and I'm popping that right onto my cheeks using a MAC 129 brush. And this is one of my go-to shades for this type of look. It's a really pretty mauve-y color, and it's got a little bit of shimmer to it, so it gives me a really nice healthy glow. And the shade is similar in tone to the eyeshadow and lip gloss that you'll see later on, so I think it really helps complement the entire look. And of course, you know I gotta use my trusty Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal, and I'm just dusting a little bit of that right onto the high points of my cheeks. And for my most essential part, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencils in the shades Dark Brown and Granite, and I seriously can't not do my eyebrows because as you could tell, I don't really have a lot going on there, so if I don't put any product in, then it looks like my face is basically bald. And so I first take Dark Brown and I really lightly outline and fill in my brows with this color before going in with Granite and just putting that right on the tail of my brow, and I think that gives my eyebrows a really nice and natural gradient effect. And as you can see, I'm always happier with my brows done. And then next I'm just going to really quickly curl my lashes with my Shiseido eyelash curler. And I always curl my lashes before my eyeshadow since my lashes do stick down straight like most Asian lashes do. If I were to curl my lashes after my eyeshadows, the eyelash curler would kind of smudge and mess up the eyeshadows. And then I'm using one of my favorite drugstore eyeshadows. This one is the L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Eyeshadow in the shade Amber Rush. And I'm just popping that all over my lids with a finger because, as I said before, I ain't got time to go through all sorts of brushes. And this shade is a really beautiful metallic-y rose gold shade. And I'm also going to smudge a little bit right onto my lower lashes with my fingers. And this is just going to help brighten up the entire look. And next you just want to take any transition crease color that works with your skin tone. I'm using a Morphe eyeshadow in shade 62 and it's just a really nice matte soft brown color, and I'm just sweeping that back and forth into my crease using a Sigma E25 blending brush. And last but not least, for my brow bone highlight, I'm grabbing two Morphe eyeshadows. Number 2 is a shimmery off-white color, and number 3 is just a matte one. And so I first grab my Sigma E60 large shader brush, and I go in with that matte color first, and I pop that all over my brow bone, and then I turn the brush sideways and blend that downwards towards the crease color, and that blends everything a lot nicer. And then I go in with the shimmery shade, and I concentrate that right under my brows. I'm not bringing that down at all. And then I also pop a little bit on my inner corners, and I think the shimmery shade really helps brighten and make your eyes look a lot more awake. And then I'm going in with a MAC 214 brush and smudging that matte brown shade that we used in our crease right onto my lower lashes to bring more depth and dimension to our eyeshadows. And since we are going for a more natural look, I'm staying away from black eyeliners because that can be a little bit too harsh. And so I'm grabbing the MAC PowerPoint eye pencil in Bountiful brown, and I'm just really sloppily smudging that onto my upper lash line and just blending that out with my finger. And since we already curled our lashes before, I'm just applying a couple coats of my all-time favorite mascara. I think this is a Japanese brand. It's called Heroine Make Long and Curl Mascara, but you can use whatever favorite brand of mascara that you like. And it's pretty common for me to accidentally get a couple of mascara smudges onto my lids. And if you guys are the same, then you just want to take the thinnest brush you have. I'm using a Japanesque 213 eyeshadow brush, and I'm going into that L'Oreal Amber Rush eyeshadow again and really carefully putting the brush behind my eyelashes and just patting a little bit more of that eyeshadow right onto any smudges, and that should cover them pretty nicely. And that is it for the eyeshadows. Like I said, it is a super simple look. We only used like 4 eyeshadows, I think. And now I'm going to lock everything in with my Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. And finally, for the lips, I'm going in with this Clinique Chubby Stick Intense in the shade Curvious Caramel, and I'm just applying that all over my lips. And like I said before, these two shades are really similar to the eyeshadow and blush color, so I think everything works together really nicely in the end. And I'm topping that off with the Maybelline Elixir Lip Gloss in the shade Caramel Infused. And I swear I did not plan that out. I didn't know that both of the lip colors had caramel in the names, but it worked out pretty nicely too. That's it to this fresh face bright-eyed makeup look. On a daily basis, I'd say this takes me about 20 minutes to do, or even faster if I'm in a rush. And I usually pair this makeup look with this hairstyle. I just put my hair into one of those little donut buns because it takes me literally like 5 minutes to do. If you do decide to try this makeup look out, I really hope it helps you get ready faster in the mornings. And please subscribe if you found this video helpful, and I will see you all in my next tutorial. Bye!
Make a blooper reel. You can use that British music they always play when people are chasing each other around.
Why did that look stupid?
No.